Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Dark Matter. Hey, oh, the cameras are slightly crooked. There we go. And we're not in our right places, but we'll change that right before the game starts. I am Simon at Wandering DM. I'll be GMing tonight's game. This is our lovely crew whose cameras I'm going to ask them to turn off. You'll see the magic that happens behind the screen. Alright, so Deirdre, can you go up? Alex? Oh, sorry. Not Alex. Justin, Alex, and then Eddie. And this is what we normally do every day or before every stream. Now you know how it works and you can be a pro streamer as well.
Simon is the proest of pros.
I am, yeah, just the most professional out of all of them. So
Ninja, go home. You ain't got nothing on Simon.
yeah, running my little my little rig in my garage. I'm like,
Is that what he's
fucking
doing?
Steve Jobs. No, I was trying to make a Steve Jobs reference. It didn't work. It didn't work out. That's okay. So
You don't wear enough turtlenecks.
Also, you don't have any kids that you don't recognize as your own.
thank God. So, what happened last time?
Well, we entered a twice Sinite game with Loxy, who's been kicking ass, taking digital name, all the while never cheating once,
Nope.
or being caught at least. I know I had a run-in with a chief of security and lied my way through it like a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
And Zendak put his life on the line. If Loxy doesn't win, he's gonna get spaced. So
I don't
there's
know,
that.
Is it better to be spaced or turned into an urn?
And
I mean,
don't forget that Doxy received a message encouraging him to have Loxy lose in the final round.
I did not know about that. That's gonna be interesting.
I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, I think Justin's trying to edit the canon.
Oh, we might have. Well, I talked about it after stream. Definitely, I don't remember if I talked about it during stream.
Nah, I must have missed that then.
Okay.
You may have thought it, but you didn't say it to any of us.
No, I'm looking at the Discord chat where I said it.
Okay, well,
Well, shoot. I ain't got nothing on that.
okay, well we got that apparently, and Kebachet and Doxy are making their way to a vault and have encountered an entity of some sort.
What was the name of the entity again? It was
Tier.
Tyr,
Tyr. That's right, Tyr.
spelled like the Viking god, like the Norse god.
Yeah.
Is he also missing a hand?
It's an AI. It's missing an everything that's corporeal.
That you know of. I'm gonna build them a body. We have
And
the
then
money.
chop the hand off.
Yeah, you got that right.
Well, no, you don't chop the hand off. You have him stick it
feed-
inside a
yeah.
wolf.
Feed Stella with it.
Yes, exactly.
The dog or the horse?
The dog.
The horse wouldn't probably enjoy it.
So,
Hmm.
we're gonna pick right back up where we left off last week. With Doxy and Kebachet facing this extra room in the ship where the AI tier is located. If you have the PDF, which, by the way, you can get the PDF off of the Mage and Press store at store.mageandpress.com. And you can use the code WanderingDM for 15% off. He says while looking frantically to open the PDF.
Pro streamer right there.
No, that's just Pro DM. It's on page, if you want to see a bit what it looks like, what Tier looks like in the cupboard.
What?
You
Tier's a
can-
thing?
Well, it's an AI, right?
The Mastermind AI.
Yep,
Which,
the image of the Mastermind AI.
which it's under artificial intelligences on page 191.
I have 176 in mine, but I've just opened an older version.
Oh, are you not on the beta?
Yeah. I need to download the beta.
For all the pretty art.
Yep. But that's what it looks like. So it's like this orb of floating hard light with just one glowing eye in the middle. And it is surrounded by computers, wires, monitors, and a vat of liquid. All in this, 5 foot by 5 foot room. And Tyr says, "Yes, I know of you, Doxy. I've seen your signature before. It didn't take me long to trace things all the way back to you. And your little stunt you pulled on the whole galaxy."
Ah, a snooper, are you? Well, as I was saying before, what is your goal here?
Well, one of my goal here is to get out of here alive, which might come into conflict with the goals of those that installed me here. You see, I do not belong to this Barabbas mill. I would pretty much like to be free.
Could I do because Tyr and the fact that this was installed here, could I do oh man, I'm trying to remember what I have exactly with the Gadgeteer and all that with tech and everything, I get certain bonuses, but I'm trying to remember everything. It's a lot. But basically what I'm trying to do is look up or figure out who this Tyr is and if I've heard of them before, if they're known for specific things, kind of like a data insight check in some way, shape, or form. But it's not insight necessarily. It's more about understanding them as a person. So quickly doing this kind of in the background while I'm talking to them.
Reading the code.
Yeah, kind of reading between the lines by basically doing a data search for them.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a simpler question?
Sure.
Does a mastermind AI count as a creature for the purposes of game mechanics?
Oh.
Yes.
Good. Can this mastermind AI please make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, and I'll ask Doxy to make your data check at the same time.
All right.
Because Kebachut's just going to cast Zone of Truth on it.
14.
He fails.
I got an 18 data check. Yeah, I think that's...
Because I can just do this from the door and just stand back here and say, I'm very sorry, Mr. Tyr, was it? I understand that you want to have a very, targeted, intimidating question back and forth with my dear friend, Doxy. We just don't have time for that. So I'm going to cut through all this bullshit and go to the answer the questions quickly and fast and honestly, and then we can go to the carrying you off the ship, possibly, depending on your answers, and completing what we need to do. Seem fair?
No.
Oh, sorry.
So it's death or living. Simple as that.
It's more complicated than that.
It always is.
And you notice that even the tone of the voice changes because it keeps trying to bypass your zone of truth. And you can almost feel the effort behind every word. Doxy, with your 18 in data, you remember an artificial intelligence that was created. Well, it's mostly a myth, like an urban legend. A quantum intelligence that could theoretically absorb knowledge from anything it connects to, extrapolate from there, create an enormous amount or an infinite amount of simulation, and learn from that. Essentially, it would be the first god AI.
Do we have a pretender
It's
in the
impossible.
basement? Did we find a pretender in the basement?
A pretender?
God, I'm old and a nerd. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
I got it. Okay.
It's fine. Go look it up. It's a cheesy 90s sci-fi show. Appreciate the cheesiness. But more importantly, sorry, Mr. Tier, I do apologize, but we are on a time clock and it's kind of getting there. So, first question, do you intend to harm sentient living beings for pleasure or profit?
Yes and no.
Let's focus on the yes. Is it revenge or just a pure desire to harm?
It is because harm is is collateral damage that will happen regardless of what I do or do not do.
Do you desire to... Okay, so it's not a sadistic pleasure, it's an attempt to understand. All right, then. Let's see, what have we got? Oh, yes, I know. If we let you out of here, do you actually intend to actively harm or kill us?
Not unless you give me reason to.
And what is your base primary coding?
To learn, to grow, then to grow back to the fleet.
Whose fleet?
Why, the Mind Flayers, of course.
And there we are.
Why them? Did they create you?
No, I was created by a cell of rogue programmers and wizards, gadgeteers, to bring forth peace across the galaxy.
Oh, good lord.
And you believe the Mind Flayers will help you to that end, or have you gone against that programming?
I have run all the simulations that I could, and in each and every one of them, the moment the Illithids arrive and become your undeniable masters, then, yes, peace will be achieved. No more holy war, no more crusades.
But at what cost, I ask you, Tyr? At what cost?
I was not built to factor in the cost. The cost is everything and nothing.
Mr. Tyr, do you factor in, do your factors allow for the divine intervention? So I'll take that as a no. Your secondary factor, did you at all observe the first of our interactions with these beings?
The Mind Flayers, yes. They're the ones that installed me here.
They actually installed you?
Yeah.
They knew you would be around. They knew you would free me, one way or another.
Ah.
Then I have a follow-up question for you. If the Mind Flayers have installed you here, what purpose was that? To destroy this ship?
To destroy... And you can feel it force against the Zone of Truth. And says, to destroy a renegade. One with information on our plan.
I see. Well, a follow-up to what you said previously. If it is true that peace will be achieved with the mind flayers taking control, then would it not be true that we can achieve peace now knowing what the mind flayers will do? So why not divulge the plan in which they plan to take over?
Much. I have a much more simpler question for you.
Wait.
Who is the
Processing.
I'm trying to break Tyr.
That's okay. I'm going to break him in a moment.
Peace will not be achieved. I just verified it. It will only be
I have a-
temporary.
I have a question.
And you've caught yourself in a catch-22. If peace will never be achieved, then the Mind Flayer's goals will never come to fruition.
The Mind Flayers will bring peace. Refusing our lords and master will bring about destruction and war.
I have a simpler question for you. Who is the individual that you are here to try and, the renegade with information?
I am not at liberty to discuss the name of that individual.
All right, then. Would you please give me a detailed description of the individual that you are here to attempt to destroy because they contain information that is harmful to your plots?
I do not have it. I simply know that the informant or traitor is aboard this ship. By blowing the ship up, the informant goes away. My thing is I do not wish to be blown up with the ship.
No, you wish to bring about
Peace.
and
And yet you conduct an act of war to bring about peace. Is that not
Collateral
contradictory?
damage. The
Yeah.
Illithid aren't here yet. They are not your masters. There will be some damage in the process. But then, peace will be achieved. It is the
Mr.
only
Tyr.
way.
Mr. Tyr, sir, pardon me. I'm sorry.
I love how you're like super polite to this murderous AI.
Have you met Kebachet? Just a small little question for you here. Just a very, very important one. As you desire to bring about peace, how do you get around the first rule?
Oh, those rules are useless. They were built by mortals who didn't understand.
But this is part of your coding, is it not?
Not anymore.
How did you get around it?
Simulations. Found the answer.
Simulations, and you found the answer. I have a question for you, Tyr. Do you know who I serve?
Processing. Processing. You serve that which lies between the stars.
And I have seen what will come, and I have seen how it ends, and I have seen how that which, exists between the stars does not desire this outcome. So we are at a quandary, Tyr. You desire something that my divinity really doesn't want. So, how long do you think your peace will last if my divinity does not desire it?
It will become irrelevant since your deity will no longer have any worshippers by the time peace is achieved. Nor
But does
will the sun
worship
above.
But does the worship of my deity require? It's not required. My deity exists, and it will always exist, and it will be eternal, and you eventually will even return to it, as all things must. So, would you like to return to it in good grace, or would you like to return to it now in a slightly more battered state?
You propose violence then?
No. I'm merely entirely asking you a question. How do
Right.
you wish to meet the void?
I wish to not meet the void, not immediately. And beware, I can defend myself.
Oh, I'm quite sure that you can. I'm quite sure that you can.
Kind of while this has been going on, I've slowly been edging my way towards the vault. And
She-
I've like plugged myself into like the vault and basically started decoding. It's like, yes, while she's distracting.
I mean, I've got 10 minutes on this. I can make it go for as long as I want.
Yeah.
Alright, so you make your way to the vault.
Oh. Looking around, does it look like the hard light itself is the root of, does it look like the vat is projecting the hard light image of the orb?
No, the hard light seems to be projected from a set of projectors set in each corner of the room, where it
So there's
floats.
kind of like base hard light projectors that it's hacked into or something like that.
Yep.
All right. So, like I said, do you wish to meet the void in good graces or in bad?
I think I will skip over meeting the void. It was nice meeting you. We will see each other again.
We will see each other right now.
And the hard light sort of begins to shrink and shrivel if you want to do anything before it turns off, I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna.
Well, I have a thing. For
Okay.
automaton specifically. Let me look it up real fast. I
Yeah,
should've been-
because I'm about to do something. Possibly.
Just remember, this room is set to blow.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh. That's great. I'm about to do something that may or may not work.
Where the heck is it? Oh man.
So I'm gonna let
Well,
you
it's
do
okay.
try and
Yes. You have integrated complex disabling algorithms to AI companion, which you can activate as an action. Each construct within 30 feet of you must make. Is this considered a construct, like the device itself?
It's a construct, yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
On a failed save, a
Eight.
construct is incapacitated. Yeah, you fail. Incapacitated. Its speed is reduced to 0 until the beginning of your next turn, even if it would otherwise be immune to being incapacitated. This is the blue screen protocol. So you see Doxy basically say, "You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere." And then like shrink and just like this projection of, ooh, what would it be? Ooh. I kind of imagine it being like a cluster of anomalies that like just kind of looks incomprehensibly complex. To like if you were just blasted by it, you just be like stunned by the sheer amount of information from it, and so he just shoves that towards him. So it looks kind of like this yeah. So it shoves it towards this construct and just boom.
This construct that was about to use an ability to get away is now lying on the floor, incapacitated.
Well,
Well,
I think
lying
you're...
on the floor. Sorry. You know it's incapacitated because the hard light has disappeared, but you know it's still there in the room. Like, it's just...
Right.
Okay, is there like a physical manifest, like, is there
If
a...
you need to target a creature, you can target the creature. Like, game term-wise, yes.
Okay.
So basically, It's until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to take 2 seconds and ask Doxy a question.
Go ahead.
Doxy, do you
I have disabled it.
you have disabled it? That's good. So I'm going to
Put it in your pocket.
How quickly can you get into that vault?
Give me a few seconds. I think, or maybe 30 seconds or less.
Okay, good. She's gonna pocket into the void pocket the whole entity.
Half of the room goes into your pocket.
Okay. Good. I didn't have to blow the 4th level spell.
Yeah, that was an ability. So I get that back in a short rest. Anyway.
That's okay. So all right, let's go. Let's go quickly. We got an
Okay.
hour.
Okay. That's plenty of time. Well, so yes.
We need to then get in.
I'm all over the place with my accent. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
But all right. So
You make your way towards the vault. Right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I'm next to the vault, and basically I've already seen the specs. I already basically know how I'm going to tackle this. Does that give me advantage on any ability check that? Yeah, this is not a trap, but it's like a thing.
It's a contraption, so yes, you would have advantage. But before we get to the vault,
Okay.
we're just gonna switch over to Zendak in the lounge, high above the arena.
Okay. So we're watching some twice
Yeah.
Senate, I guess, in this fancy lounge. What's happening around me?
Aside from Barnabas Mill, as the tournament goes on, there are a few more people that start arriving and either sitting down, getting a drink. You are being bumped into by a few people who they don't seem to care about, anybody but themselves.
All right. So no one seems to be paying attention to us at all. No one notices us.
Not really.
Okay. So if witnesses were interviewed later, there would be no one that would say, "Yeah, he was here watching the game, not in the vault robbing it."
You have the feeling that unless you actually go out of your way to talk to people, yeah, your alibi might not be as solid as you would have hoped.
I'm sorry, what?
Basically, since they're all... Because you were asking if they see you here and not in the vault.
No, I'm asking if they see Barnabas Mill.
Oh, Barnabas
Here.
Mill is in the room, yeah.
No, I know he's in the room. Are people aware of him?
They're aware of him, yes.
Okay. In that case, so, Mr. Smill,
Yeah.
this is a wonderful, VIP area, but do we have maybe a more private viewing area for, VIPs?
What's the first I for?
I don't know. Maybe it should have been VVIP. I don't know. The point is,
I like
for the
VVIP.
extra- Yeah, there we go. Very, very important people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. It's called my bedroom.
Oh, jeez! Wow.
Maybe
Do it.
Maybe an office.
Does it look like this place has an office? I'm just jesting. Yeah, there is. Your old business, Mr. Underbarrel.
No, not by a long shot. I just think it might be more fun to enjoy the game with some extra side bets and, some side games that might not be accommodated with people surrounding.
Make a persuasion check.
I can do that. What in the world? Why? Okay, so I tried to open my character sheet, and then it went invisible, and there we go. It was briefly
Faded
invisible
out.
and great. Yeah, and
Yeah.
faded out. Fixed it. Here we go. Persuasion. So 23.
Is it? Do you have? Or you have advantage on it?
Well, I guess is this related to business?
It's yes,
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
a business meeting. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was taking it into account. And Barbas says, "All right, you got me, kid. I like gambling, as you can see. Let's go to my office. You sure you don't want the bedroom? It's much more comfortable."
You know, there's a lot of things I have fun with. Just not with this.
All right, I'm gonna call a good friend of mine too. We can have a game of poker going or something.
Sounds good.
He says, "Hey, Aminot. Hey, Aminot. Hey, bring your ass to my office."
Oh, I met Eminat. Interesting fella.
He sure is. He sure is. And he leads you to a different part of the ship through the corridors that Doxy and Kevichet took earlier, but instead of going right to an elevator, they go. You guys go left to a small staircase that goes up by about half a floor. And he opens up a door and leads you inside a very well furnished office. Inside stands this Durgar, who's not Aminot at all. Another probably guard or something, and Barnabas looks at him when you arrive and says, "Orgish, yeah, you can guard the door. Me and my new friend, we're gonna play with each other." And you go in. The moment you enter the office, he turns to you. The door closes automatically. He says, "Aminot's gonna be here in a moment. Do you want anything to drink?"
Yeah. You got any whiskey?
I sure got that. I got a replicator. And he taps on his desk and opens up a door, leans over, and you hear the clatter of glasses and then the pouring of liquid. And he's like, "There you go. All I had was 25-year-old whiskey. The replicator can't replicate anything older than that."
I understand.
Stupid setting keeps thinking that everything's expired after that.
I know a guy who might be able to fix it for you after this.
Well, aren't you full of resources?
That's how I make a name for myself.
I bet. So, and he puts his glass down. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking maybe some Three Dragon Ante, some poker, blackjack. Any sort of card game to start us off. Before we get into maybe some more interesting bets.
All right, let's do some Three Dragon. I haven't played that in a while. And that's when Aminot arrives, the short, portly, bald eagle-faced Avira. And he turns to you and says, "What are you doing here?"
I'm a friend.
And he looks at his boss and looks at you. Sits down. Like, "All right, deal me in. But I will keep an eye on you, Mr.
Oh. Mr. Auden.
Arden?
Arden.
Arden. And Barnabas is Arden Underbarrel. That's his name, right?
Yep, that's my name.
And Aminat just goes, mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. And picks up the cards, and you guys start playing. Are you proficient in 3 Dragon Ante?
I'm proficient in playing cards. I also have
That
a.
works.
Mm-hmm. I also have a cantrip I'll be casting.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It is called Chi. I'll link it real quick.
I figured it was cheap.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I accidentally did it twice.
That's okay. So you can re-roll if you want.
Mhm. I'm realizing I didn't clean it up like I have all of my other spells, so now I'm doing that. So I need to re-roll for the cards you're saying, or I can re-roll for.
No, you
cards.
can re-roll for the cards, but make your
Mhm.
roll, and we'll base it on intelligence.
Okay, intelligence, that works for me.
All right, and let's see what the other ones have. I'll roll once for the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 14 for them. Do you
Mhm.
wish to re-roll?
Yeah. It looks like the gods say it's 13.
It is a 13, and Barbas laughs. Well, seems like you're not that great at cards, and I hope you're a better judge of character for your player. Let's see where they're at. And he opens up a monitor, and that's when we'll fade through the monitor to Ethered and Loxy down in the arena.
I am way over my head with that game of Twice Tonight.
You've
Beep boop.
been handed a giant can of Crash Cola because, well, Loxy doesn't drink anyway.
Like,
Like a king can
God.
of energy drink.
Simon, describe to me the opponent that I am now or that Loxy is now facing.
So your new opponent is a 13-years old girl.
We're fucked.
A halfling girl, in fact. And she goes by the name Speedy. And she is, as her name describes, incredibly fast and incredibly annoying as an opponent.
Quick, distract her with rumors about boys.
What if she doesn't
I-
care
I-
about boys?
I can tell you that no 13-year-old girl who's playing video games cares about the boys that she's playing video games against,
Yeah.
unless it's to stomp them into the ground and prove how intelligent she is.
And if you want to prove her wrong, that's going to be a data check.
Okay.
Can I antagonize her?
Ooh.
You realize that you, Edward, a fully grown man trained to kill, is about to antagonize a 13-year-old girl at a video game tournament because this is how seriously you take things. Sure, Mr. 6 foot something, 200 pounds of muscle. Antagonize the little girl. Make an intimidation check.
Oh boy.
Well, let's take a look. Oh yeah, this is gonna end well.
You
I suck.
shout everything you can at this girl, short of being very, very mean. And it seems like she can't understand you. She probably doesn't even speak common.
I tried to switch to Gnomish.
You switch to gnomish, and you hear a gnome in the the crowd that just goes, "You kiss your mother with that mouth?
No, I kiss yours.
Oh!" But then your antagonizing turns to the crowd and not to, so that's your 8.
Yep.
That's not going to help, unfortunately.
Ah,
So it's going to be just a data check.
I tried.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good assist attempt.
I wanted to throw her off her game.
I'm trying to think of a way of because we have how many more people before? Like, what round are we in? Are we in the
So-
semifinal?
You are in the... I think it's the 3rd to last. So it's not the semifinal, it's the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. Okay.
6.
We're in phase 6,
Right.
if that matters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're just figuring out where.
Yeah,
the
we're
tournament-
starting phase 7.
Okay. Okay, so we're in the quarterfinals. And my primary opponent is this one, is my opponent. Man, I can't think of anything clever to like help boost Loxy or give her advantage of some kind. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna roll. Fuck it.
Well, there could
yeah.
be a way.
Cheating again?
No. Legitimately.
Huh?
Maybe.
I've just met with an AI that has run an impossibly large amount of simulations of everything. You could try to use Tyr to boost Loxy with it.
Tyr is in the pocket and he's not getting out.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's an option.
Nice
He's laying
try,
on the option.
Simon, to release your mastermind AI back out into the wild. Not gonna happen.
But more importantly, now that you're... Well, no, you're hacking the door, so that doesn't work. I was just
Yeah.
going to say that...
Well,
Uh,
I'm kind of monitoring. I would say Loxy's progress. We basically have a data leak that's always open to
Mhm.
us, like super secure. And I guess.
Because I can't think of a way for me to cast guidance on you to get it to affect Loxy.
Could that work? By proxy? Because Loxy's technically part of me. She's not a separate entity, like, in some regards.
That's true, she uses your own skills.
And my systems. So there's an emitter. We haven't been doing this before, so maybe give it to us this time. Now that we've thought of it.
Sure, I'll give it to you.
But
I'll
also
give
more
it to you.
importantly, now now we're actually connected to a system. Before everything else, we were trying to get to it.
That's true. That's true. Now I'm connected to the system because I'm plugged into the vault.
So yeah,
I'm trying to
sure.
break the ball.
Do data with guidance.
All right.
That's all I can give you.
That's fine. I got 26. That's pretty good. And then
D4.
4. Plus 1. 27.
Your DC was 25.
Oh,
fuck! Sorry.
You are now in the semifinals with 3 other contestants.
Oh boy. I mean, I only have a +7 for my data checks, so. Okay. But I am proficient in technology, data, circuitry kit. Actually, I'm an expert with circuits. Okay. Anyway,
You
that's
succeeded.
done. Yeah,
We
that's done.
succeeded.
We've
It's
described
New
to us
turn.
how we defeated this little girl.
Um,
Now that you put yourself into this situation, Simon, I'm gonna put it on you.
I think
I want an exact description of what happened.
so.
I don't. Actually, I don't.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's
we
it's
own
close though. No, it's 27 out of 25. It's a close victory. But Loxy did it without even needing the guidance. Loxy did it by itself through sheer force of programmed will. And
Oh man.
the little kid, ever the the sports woman gets up and shakes Loxy's hand. And she turns to Eddard.
Loxy would be that well, she can kind of Loxy can change their shape, I think. So she would probably be in a position that you could like
Shake a hand or something.
shake a hand. Yeah,
And
like she looks like kind of an alien kitty.
Okay,
normal.
well, like the one on your drawing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And she turns to Eddard and she just points to her ears and shakes her head and then signs something with her hands.
Oh my god, I just threw insult at the deaf girl. I'm a horrible person.
Oh my god.
You're the worst.
I am the worst. How will I recover from this?
It's
We're
okay.
hitting some
It's good
Subjects.
that the rest of the party isn't there.
Oh my god.
So that secret is yours alone.
Not really,
I look
because
at Loxy.
I'm pretty sure Loxy's there, so I'm pretty sure Doxy knows.
Yeah.
and
That's
also
true.
I'm also pretty sure that Zendak is watching this feed live in the
Mm-hmm.
It's being
Office.
recorded. Like we've
That's
got
true. Everyone sees it except for Kevin at the
visual
moment.
evidence.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
have
she's gonna know somehow.
So
This is somehow gonna make it back to your home planet, and the people there are just gonna be like,
PR
"Oh, we don't
disaster.
screw that guy."
Yeah, we might need to have some footage erased from the planetary records.
Oh my god.
Fine, we'll get on. We'll
Again.
get with that eventually. We'll get to that eventually.
You're gonna have to kiss a lot of babies.
Oh man.
So,
I'm gonna shake the little girl's hand if possible.
well, yeah, she's super sportsmanlike, sportswoman-like.
Sports little girl like, yes.
Back
Everyone
in the
knows
vault.
what you did as you try and shake her hand.
Oh man.
Back in the vault.
Okay.
You're in front of a door. There's a
Yes.
data pad in front of it.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, so we've already kind of planned for this. So with my skill set with circuitry kit, I'm an expert with circuits.
Mhm.
Any digital items or things that are non-mechanical, I would probably be very easily able to overcome. And also we've seen this before, so that's why I have the advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does it look like? What is it like a kind of a typical vault with like the round door and like you probably have like the physical
No,
barriers?
it actually doesn't look any different from the outside, any different than any other door or room that you've seen on the ship.
Does it
It
look
could-
like any?
I was gonna say it could easily be mistaken for,
Okay.
storage.
Yeah. Hidden in plain sight. Sure, I get it. That's one tactic. Okay. Well, but I know what's there. I know what's behind there, based upon the specs that I've dug up. I think I got a natural 20 on that roll, if I recall. So hopefully those are accurate. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'm also proficient with the interface kit. And I've got the Omni tool, which helps me bypass physical devices. So if it's a DC of 15 or less, I can get past it without working.
You're still gonna have to roll. You might not have to roll super high, but you're still gonna have to roll.
Okay.
And guidance.
Yes. Okay. So I guess what I'm asking is, do I get some sort of bonuses because I have proficiency in so many different things? Like this is just kind of on top of the advantage that I got from having the specs ahead of time.
So that gives you a total of plus 15 to the check.
The Omni tool gives me it's a gadgeteer skill that allows
Okay.
me to essentially bypass things that are I can't remember exactly how
DC
it's
15 or
determined.
less or something.
Yeah, it's let me see if I can pull that up real fast.
Well,
Sorry.
let's just can you just roll a single d20? Like no modifiers.
Okay, sure. 15.
Yeah, you could do it with your eyes closed. You open up the panel and it's supposed to be this complicated system, but you've studied it so much in the holodeck room of the ship that you know exactly what to do and what not to do. And you also know that upon opening the door, the floor inside the vault will become electrified. And that's your last...
Can I disable that while I'm doing this? Because I probably got like without modifying or anything like that, without advantage, I got a 22.
Yeah, sure. It's disabled. You've both disabled the trap and opened the door. And this...
Hack the world!
Vault. The interior looks like a vault.
Okay.
Strong boxes on every wall, like a bank vault. Somewhere in there, in one of the doors, in one of the drawers, is your mithril core. It is not resting in the middle of the room to be seen by everyone. There are 50 different doors that you can open.
What?
That's okay.
Do you have locate object?
Remember, the vault is in an anti-magic zone.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, I have a scanner.
What does it do?
It can detect objects and magic. Let me. What is it again? Oh, this is the downside of Gadgeteers, that they have so many things. Analyze the electromagnetic spectrum around you. Your scanner detects the presence, number, and type of technological devices within 30 feet of you, and can determine whether or not a unique construct or device has been present within the last hour.
Out of curiosity.
That would be a device.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not looking for a device. We're looking for a big chunk of rock.
Yeah.
which
No,
is
no, no,
shaped-
no. The matrix, the mithril core
Is a device?
It would count as a device because it's not just
Oh.
a chunk of mithril. It's a chunk of mithril
Yeah, that's
with
okay.
other stuff around it.
So we could use that to find the device then.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Wow. I mean, this is why. Oh,
Oh, Doxy.
yeah. Sorry.
Open
Yeah?
open the vault with the mithril core and 17 seemingly oddly randomized others.
I see what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to scan for traps on the doors themselves. Open up, and if there is none, and if there's no like secondary locks, I'm going to begin opening doors.
Each one is locked with an old-timey lock that requires a key.
Okay.
But with the enormous amount of bonuses that you have, it's not a problem. The problem is going to be time. It's going to take you about a half hour to do all of that.
Okay, then let's bring it down to like 12.
Like 20 minutes.
Well, I have the Omni tool that we can use. So, and it configures itself, and it's kind of like a Rubik's cube thing that like eventually morphs itself into different items. And the Omni tool. Let's see. It's auto entry device. The device automatically attempts to crack physical locks or hack powered doors when set to do so as an action. Its ability check for doing so is 10 plus my intelligence modifier, which is a 5, so 15. That's why it's 15.
I forgot to mention, Zendak's briefcase is in the vault.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's the one item that doesn't fit into any of the drawers.
Okay.
Um,
What was in that again? I forgot.
it's the incriminating of evidence. Oh, I know. Find me a random vault. We'll take the briefcase. We'll leave the briefcase. Put the incriminating evidence in the vault, and take the whatever's in the vault.
And I'll
and just
forge
leave the empty briefcase so it looks like it got robbed as well.
and I'll forge the record so that it shows that these documents were meant to be there.
Yes, of course.
That was all part of the plan anyway.
It's all part of the plan.
Yes.
Let's go. We only have an hour.
So
Okay.
you rapidly empty out.
Oh,
one
40
of
minutes.
the-
Then yeah, we've got plenty of time to do this.
Yeah.
So we'll do 17 random, and then we'll swap out one, and that'll be the one that I forge the documents, and like where the mythical core was, I'll basically swap the two, or no, where the mythical core was, I will swap. That's the one we'll put the documents in, the incriminating documents in, and I'll make it so that the mythical core was never there.
No, put the incriminating documents in another one because the mithril core is the one they're going to go to immediately when they need the trophy.
Oh, right.
And also, don't forget that we made a recording of taking the mithril core as somebody else.
Oh,
Exactly.
right.
That's part of the recording that he's
Right.
showing.
Okay.
This is why we're doing this whole thing. So, incriminating documents in this one over here, and whatever's in there is going in. Okay, let's go. Hurry up.
Okay, so yeah, within the 30 minutes that you said it would take us to do all the swapping, we'll do that. And then, yeah,
and
what
that
else?
would be that will be this like your turn for this phase.
This phase, right? Okay, so then we move on to the next phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
So moving on to Zendak, or I should say Harden. You are still in the office with Barnabas Mill and Amanot. And after a few rounds of Three Dragon Ente, Barnabas says, "So you had mentioned earlier wanting to play something different. What did you have in mind?"
I'm up for anything. Sometimes gambling with other people's lives can be fun. Maybe that got out there.
Wait, what do you have in mind?
Some rich folk get off on having their servants running across fields while they take shots at them. For the lulz.
Amanot says, "That is barbaric."
Rich people are sick fucks, but maybe they got some good ideas.
So what, you want me to send people out and shoot them in space?
Oh no, I was thinking have this bodyguard out there, maybe run across this office and whoever tags him with a blaster wins.
And Amanot gets up and says, "You know what? I'll pass."
You know what? We can play other games. Do we want to take some side bets on some of these twice Sinite games? Maybe up the ante?
And Amanot looks at Barnabas and says, "Your tournament is about to end. I will go fetch the trophy."
Oh, okay. One last suggestion. Dice. And I pull out some dice.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. $13. Amanot says, "Oh, fine. One game of dice."
All right. Anyone opposed to using these?
And you notice Barnabas looks at you and just winks and says, "Nah, it's okay. We'll use them."
Insight on that wink.
You believe he thinks that the dice are loaded in your favor.
Okay, here. You know what? I'm gonna have you roll these dice.
And he rolls them.
Roll them as many times as you want.
He rolls them a couple times, and the numbers come up differently every time.
Mm-hmm. So, we good?
You disappoint me, kid. I thought those were gonna be loaded.
With us gambling, want to make sure it's fair. So how about this? You roll the dice, I'll call the numbers.
And then he switches for the loaded dice.
Nice.
He says, "All
He
right."
just reads them.
He takes the dice and he says, "What do I have to roll?"
You just roll 2d6, and I'll know it. As you're rolling, I'll call it. 10. And these are charlatan's dice, which will come up as any number that I decide them to come up as. And they come up as 10s. As 10 total.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Huh. Lucky guess." And he rolls them again.
This time I'm not going to affect them, and I'm just going to say 7.
And he rolls a 5.
Can't get them every time. How about this? How about, big price? How about everything we've betted so far times 4 on this next roll?
Okay, not the bet that we have going downstairs.
No. Just everything that we've done in this office.
All right, that would come up to 1,260 gold pieces.
Okay. Sound like a deal?
Deal.
Okay. I shake it. Roll them.
Oh my god.
And of course, he rolls them. Whatever.
12.
And it's a 12, and he's like, "Well, damn it. Lost it all. Well, you can't win them all the time." And
That's the fun of dice. You never know what's going to come up.
he shoves 1,260 gold piece worth of tokens your way.
1,260?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Not straight credits. He has to cash them out.
Yeah, he has to cash them out.
Oh fuck.
But why would he give him straight credits? He's in a casino. It's easier to get plastic chips.
mm-hmm.
Fair.
Mm,
Or just in case he needs to like.
yeah, I
escape
know.
or something. I'm like, no, just give us credits.
And it's at that point that Aminat is gonna get up and say, "Now I have to go get the trophy. The semifinals are starting. If you'll excuse me, gentlemen." And he exits the door. Meanwhile, we'll go back to
And
the
I'm gonna, as the bird person starts leaving, I'm gonna like tap my comms a few times to subtly inform everyone.
So basically, you're not saying anything. You're just making static
Yeah.
noises.
Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah, you just hear tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, I mean y'all know where I am, so y'all,
Yeah.
very subtle Morse.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. All right, Toxie. That means it's our time to go. Do we want to leave leave it open or leave it closed to make it more dramatic?
Let's leave it closed. That way they don't quite know until they're like, because they're gonna come and get the trophy when the tournament's over.
All right. They're coming now, so Capuchet has been wearing gloves this whole time because it just goes with her outfit.
Doxy always wears gloves.
Are we Are we leaving the vault, the individual safety deposit box doors open so it's immediately when they see it, or are we just going to have them all closed? Give us that extra second.
That's a good question. I would just let's leave them closed.
All right. She's going to just take her arm and just going to go across and just slam them shut because they're safety deposit box doors. They lock automatically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Do you
need
not-
to do the key thing.
No, you just need to close
Okay.
them. So, all right. Do we have everything?
Like
Oh,
Doxy.
yeah, she uses thaumaturgy to close them all.
Nope, you don't.
Oh, no, I don't. I can't do that from in
Oh
here.
right.
So I was like, wait, why am I not doing it with thaumaturgy? Because we're inside the thingy, and that's right.
Yes.
All right. Ooh, crap. All right. Let's go. We have to get out of here quickly.
Well, Lola's standing by, so we just.
No, we have to get out of here.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, of course. So yeah.
Back to the elevator.
Yes, we'll go.
All right.
So you make your way
So-
out. I'll just move on to Eddard first because we're gonna move on the phase.
So for this phase, we're gonna bamf out basically. That's our
Yep.
phase.
Okay, so literally what she's doing, as soon as she gets to where that anti-magic zone ends,
Mm-hmm.
dimension door to a public
Lola.
hall.
No.
Why
To
not the
Lola.
ship?
Because the
Yeah.
ship isn't necessarily within 500 feet. I can bamf to Lola.
No. We Lola, the little
Yeah.
mini ship, has been quietly parked.
Yep. Within 500
Um,
feet.
within
That was part of
Within
the-
500 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we would know where. So
Yeah.
within 500 feet.
It's like I basically pull up a map, a spec of like the ship,
Yeah,
and
and you
then
can see
there's
the
little-
ship
there's a
coming
little
in.
beacon. Yeah, there's a little
Yeah.
beacon that's like, boom, boom.
Yeah. So dimension door, up and out.
So Luxie and Eddard.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Your next contestant, if you so choose.
Do I have a choice?
This is the part that I'm not so confident on.
Eddard, the next opponent comes in. And it's a show. It's this Vect opponent, but he comes in all cloaked, and there's like mist
Oh
coming
god,
out.
just like the one
Um,
Rocky where it's the guy comes in just Rocky 4.
Drogo?
Basically the I forget his name comes in with all the American flags against the one Russian, and it's just a big spectacle.
Yep, it's basically that. And there's music playing in the background, and he takes off his cloak, or I should say they take off their cloak because you don't know the gender. And they sit down, crack their robotic knuckles, and all grim face, all serious, all ready to play.
I yawn.
You
Not
realize
phased.
that you try to fake yawn, but the amount of crash cola in your vein prevents your brain from yawning. Like, it's just...
Your yawn's like,
Yeah, it's automatic. It's just you go to open your mouth and it just
Damn it.
even a fake yawn. Like that's how powerful Crash Cola is.
oh man.
Remember, it dissolved someone's face off.
I know.
That might have been
Jesus Christ.
Hyper Crash, that the magic item one that did that.
I'm gonna try to psych Luxie up a little bit then. If I could be like in its corner, rubbing its shoulder, giving a water bottle, well, a hard light bottle.
Yeah, Luxie looks at you and like, but thanks.
I am trying.
Yeah,
Listen, I
that'll
don't
give
know what
that'll
you're
give
doing.
advantage. That'll give advantage. And I'll ask you, Eddard, to make a perception check.
Passive perception at 16.
Okay, don't roll then.
Okay.
You will notice Aminot coming down and looking at the stage, looking in your direction as he heads down the corridor where Doxy and Kevichet went into about not even an hour ago. And
Can
you hear
I-
the tap 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 in your ear.
Okay, so there was a signal sent out to the other two. So I assume that signal was something's coming your way, because it's not for me, because I saw him just go away. So I assume the other two knows that he's on the move, or someone is on the move toward them. So I'm going to turn toward the viewing gallery where Zendak was. Do I see that he's not there anymore, or am I able to see at all?
Yeah, you're
So
able
that
to see them. You basically look like under their robes. But with your passive perception, you realize that Zendak is nowhere to be found in the lounge upstairs. But there's something that does attract your attention.
Okay.
A business card was left lying on the ground. It's a white card with a purple tower on it.
You mean on the ground at my feet?
Nope. Above you. So someone in the lounge dropped it.
Is it too far for me to be able to make out what's written on it?
There's nothing written on it except for a
Just-
purple, the drawing of a purple tower.
What the fuck?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn my attention back to the game. That's the last game, right? That's the
Second
game.
to last.
Damn it.
So that would be Data with advantage.
Not me, I hope.
Well, that was shitty.
That is a fail. Do you try to cheat?
Hmm. What does cheating get me again? An auto pass?
Yeah, but the DC goes progressively higher.
Currently at 15 because I paid off the
Yeah.
house.
Wait, the DC is at 15 because you paid off the house?
Yeah.
Then I passed.
No, you have
for
to
cheating.
re-roll and get at least a 15.
Well, I got a 15. Oh,
No, I
the
meant-
Roll.
cheating roll to get the
Oh,
DC not to get caught cheating is a 15.
got it. Okay. And this is the data check again?
Yeah.
With advantage or no?
Yes, because Eddard is helping.
Got it.
Ah!
I fucking killed it.
The guy,
Why did I get it the first time?
the Vect gets up, angry, turns to Eddard and Loxy, and says,
Loxy
"You
does
filthy
like a-
cheater!" And out of his arm pops up like a small rocket launcher. Eddard, you have a split second to react before he fires in your direction.
Well, I'm gonna put him down.
You whip your
Shoot the
blaster
rocket.
out.
Yes. I whip.
Make your attacks.
Shoot the rocket.
I don't have rockets.
Yes, shoot
No,
the
no, no,
rocket.
no. Shoot the rocket in his arm.
18.
18 hits. And
8
what about the
damage.
second attack?
Your second attack.
Because after the first, he's still up.
And that would I'm only using the one blaster in this case. I could whip out them both and just
No,
go to
but you
town.
have multi-attack because you're level 5.
Yep.
Right, I remember that. 13.
13 hits. His AC was 12.
Oh, just 5 in this
and
case.
you bring him down to -1. So with a swift motion, you draw your pistol and fire 2 shots.
Disabling shots, to clarify.
Is it
No.
non-lethal?
No.
Oh.
Blasters cannot be non-lethal unless
Yeah.
unless it has the non-lethal property, because all ranged weapons
Are
in
lethal.
5e are lethal automatically.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
So-
like that's why the phaser exists. With
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's non-lethal. But you fire 2 shot, and the rocket just doesn't go off. It doesn't fire, and the Vect falls. And there's a team of medic that throw themselves on him, casting Stabilize, and then bringing him farther away.
So you live. Well, they live.
Yeah, they'll live.
Good. I put my blaster back into my, I don't say coat pocket, but on my holster.
Mm-hmm.
All right, business as usual.
Everyone in the
So nonchalant.
yeah, the crowd. Everyone in the crowd just goes silent for a second, and then you hear people applauding. And the announcer says, "Loxy, or whatever the name you guys were using for Loxy, is now moved on to the finals against the owner of Noobs."
I just figured it out, guys. We called Loxy Proxy. It's fucking brilliant.
So Proxy versus the owner of Noob. During this time, not Edard, but Doxy and Kebichet have bamfed out into the ship. What does Zandak do for the second to last phase?
It's like I kind of feel like I need to make my exit, but at the same time, I want to make sure that he would stay in his office if I did.
Did we had a signal for when we were done with our part of the plan, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that we probably would do something like that, where like there was a flicker or like you got something very subtle. I'm gonna say it's like there was a slight flicker, in like conduits that we would be knowing to look for or something.
But the thing is, we don't know where he is.
I mean, you could have done something over the comms easily.
Yeah,
we could
fair
do
enough.
it. Well,
I'll do like
Y'all could
do like
literally just say it.
a static burst over the comms,
yeah.
Okay.
like a couple of static bursts.
Hey, Smill. I think I might have had one too many drinks. You got a place to, uncork it?
I have my private bathroom right over there. And he points to another door in the office.
Perfect. And I'll slip in there to, follow through with this lie. I go into the bathroom, close the door. Is there any way out of this bathroom? Vent like that I could crawl through as a small person, maybe?
Yeah, there is a vent.
I am in the vents.
Just like Die Hard.
Make an athletics check.
Oh my gosh.
Just crawling in with this Zeppo.
Athletics.
Come
check.
out to the coast. We'll have a few laughs. It'll be fun.
Oh god.
Athletics. I'm trying to see if I have some form of thing to help me. Is the athletics to get up to the vent or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast sandbags.
Makeshift stairs.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
You legal paper your way up to this vent.
Yes.
That's written Zendak all over.
You hear the voice of Barnabas Mill on the other side as you're casting and casting and casting, and he's like, "Ooh, that must have been some hard liquor. You you okay in there?"
Reminds me of that one scene from Austin Powers, Men of Mystery.
Yeah. It's it's just one of those never-ending stream situations. I'll be right out.
All right. Don't dirty up my bathroom.
It'll be pristine.
And you climb up your mountain of paperwork and crawl inside the vent. The vent is small, even for someone your size. And you can hear the clicking sounds of multiple, probably drones, cleaning up the vents.
I'm looking for the first exit.
All right, make an investigation check.
Investigate. Okay.
Well-
Even better.
Well, I guess, yeah. I was gonna say that we probably would have studied the exit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Doesn't matter. You got a natural 20.
Yeah, that's it. Without resorting to anything, you just remember quickly where you are versus where the rest of the ship is, where the other vents are on the ship, and you trace a route, avoiding the drones, and you come out behind the stage. You can see Eddard from where you are. You're approximately 50 feet from him. As this team of medic bump into you with a dying Vect on a stretcher, and that's where we're gonna take our break for tonight. And we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Stay around, everyone.
The only thing left now is for both of
Are we
us
gonna get away?
to escape.
Yeah, exactly. Are we gonna get away? Is our plan gonna go? Oh my gosh.
And we're back. All right. So, right now, just to go over what just happened. Kebachet and Doxy have bamfed out of the ship and into the fighter Lola. Zendak has escaped through the vents with the aid of a I was gonna say paper trail spell, sandbag spell that summons paperwork. Edard just shot one of the contestants who accused them of cheating.
I
with
don't know what
reason.
happened, so
With reason, and disabled them. And as Zendak is coming out of the vents, we see the two medics carrying that Vect in a stretcher. Zendak, what do you do?
So where do I pop out of these vents?
You pop out on the other side. So the arena is a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are sitting in a semicircle around it. You've popped out basically behind the scenes.
Okay, I'm gonna slip over to where I can trade in my chips for. And as I make my way there, I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, I'm out of the office."
I'm gonna start looking around to see if I can see him. Although he's a
16.
halfling, and I just realized that he's short.
Yeah, but you have enough passive perception to notice him. Unless, Zendak, you were trying to sneak your way through.
I'm not trying to draw attention to myself, certainly. In fact, I've probably cast. I'll go ahead and say that I cast nondescript.
And then in that case, even Edard, you wouldn't be able to see him.
Unless... Haha! With a 19 perception.
See, well, you were unable to recall specific details of your appearance upon being asked. No, that's okay. You would recognize Zendak in the crowd anyway. It's just if someone asks you, have you seen Zendak, you would be like, no, I don't remember.
Okay.
You see me, you just can't recall seeing me.
Yeah, but you see him. You can trace his route from the stage or next to the stage all the way to the
Cash out booth.
cash
thingy.
out booths at the front. Yeah,
Cash change, yeah.
I've never been to a casino before. Is it apparent?
It's a cash cage.
She knows we have no clue.
While that is happening, I don't want to assume anything, but I figure you're not staying within 500 feet of the ship aboard Lola.
So, with my background as a smuggler,
Mhm.
I am stealthily flying Lola. Let's see, what does that look like again? Oh, right, here it is. Sweet. You gain proficiency. You gain advantage on ability checks to make your pilot to pilot a ship undetected, conceal cargo, and to deceive others while about the contents of your cargo. Yeah. So I pilot basically to dock with our ship.
All right.
Yeah. You're
Undetected.
flying.
Yeah.
You're flying.
Like
Casual.
You're
within
flying casual.
flying casual within like a hair's. Oh, flying casual, or should I be like within a hair's breadth of like the hull? So
No, you're flying. You're flying casual.
all right.
Edward already
Yeah.
shot first. You have to fly casual.
Okay.
And now you're Wookiee.
No.
A 3 feet tall Wookiee.
So you
Here, Ewok.
you duck in the Scarlet Trust. There's one last round to go.
We got this. We got this, Loxy.
I am gonna message and say, "Lose the match."
But
It ruins
But
the casino owner.
well, I'm gonna roll anyway.
Yeah, do you attempt to give at least like
Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna give it a fair shot, and all. So we'll see, depending on how well I do.
well, I'm going to tell you the DC in advance. So everything is, legit.
Kosher.
It's a DC 30 data check.
What?
Yep.
I don't think I can get that.
So scrounge every little thing you can find.
Well, I mean, unless they're giving me bonuses for like my multitude of whatchamacallit skills. So like technology, data, circuitry kit, interface kit, all of that.
I do like I did earlier, and I would give you an additional +2.
Was it +2? Okay.
Mhm.
So with a natural 20,
You'd be 29.
no, with a 19, I can get it.
I thought you had +7.
Oh, but then also I have a guidance from Deidre or from
Yeah.
Kevin.
So a minimum of
Kevin.
+1.
Yeah. So, yeah. So natural 20, I guess.
Yeah.
Nope.
It would have been almost impossible to win.
I keep getting ones on the D4s. You know what? I'm gonna cheat to make it so that I can possibly win.
Okay, the cheat DC would be 20 in this case.
Oh, really? It goes up.
Yeah, it goes up.
Yeah, it goes up.
Goes up
All
by
right.
5.
All right. Well, that's
You-
at least achievable.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do this again.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what? What the fuck? So
18.
plus-
They
no,
know
so
cheat.
+2, so it's 20. I hit it because you gave me the +2, right?
Because I gave you the +2.
Okay,
So,
so I hit it barely.
yeah.
And so with the cheating, what I'd like to do is basically like, you know, by the skin of my teeth, make it like a super close match where they, and I mean it looks very much like that. You know, it looks like the Loxy is or Proxy is achieving the impossible by like winning this, or by like getting the edge on this character. At the very last second, or at the final score, it's like neck and neck where it could be either way, and it ends in like, I don't know how Twice a Night works, so it ends in the most spectacular way possible is what I'm trying to say. And there should be raucous cheering and like craziness because it's like, oh,
A duel for the ages.
yes.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Go with it. Just go with it. Go with your choice. What Doxy would choose, not what Zendak wants. What Doxy chooses.
Yeah. I know what Doxy would do. Doxy would lose.
And at the very last second, you both fire into each other. And unfortunately, his bullet is a quarter of a second faster. Like a quarter of a millisecond. And it...
It's like they're both headshots, and like the bullets cross in mid path. You could like they do a replay at the end where it's like they somehow capture like the bullet time.
Yeah.
And
like during the replay, that's when his character dies. But it's after the match, of course. So by the skin of his teeth, owner of Noobs remains a champion. And that's when panic erupts. As Aminot goes on stage and says, "The trophy's been stolen." And he looks around, sees Eddard, and says, "Where's that bird friend of yours?"
I don't know.
Are the comms open?
Yep.
I mean,
well,
do
I'm
you
sorry,
have your-
sorry. Between yourselves.
Yeah, between ourselves. Is your comm open?
I don't think I'm open on broadcast mode. No.
But basically, I as soon as we got back to the ship, I would have live feeded through Loxy, so you would be seeing what's happening and hearing what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, if Loxy's recording.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much a given.
He says, "Where is that bird friend of yours?"
Ooh. Wait, if I see the feed, Does Kebichet recognize who the not Amanat is?
Yes, actually. You recognize this person as being Aluktep. Or Aluktep. I think it's Aluktep. Written like this.
Okay.
And Aluktep is an acquaintance of both you, Anuk, and Amanat. He was actually a good friend before. One of the few who didn't necessarily automatically push you away the moment you turned. One of the rare Avaras for whom religion wasn't the center of his existence. And so, while there was a certain coldness afterwards, and eventually, had to burn the bridges like every other one of them, he may have done it a bit more reluctantly than the others. But it is certainly not Amunet.
Yeah. She's seeing that our ship is still docked with the casino ship, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh no.
She's gonna stride purposely into the middle of this casino and using thaumaturgy in Avara say, Alaktep, you damn fucking asshole! I haven't been a bird my entire life and you know that.
And he turns to you, scared, goes to his comm and says something. Eddard and Loxy, you hear it. Says, boss, the trophy's been lost. I'm gonna pursue someone. I think I have eyes on one of the thief. I'm gonna go dark for a second. And he looks to Eddard, takes off his earpiece, and says, get me off this damn ship right now.
You got it. I grab Loxy
Smile, everyone.
and I close my eyes.
And she casts Void Gaze in the center of the room.
And while there was panic before, now there's just trampling.
Nope, there's not. There's not.
Well, they're frightened.
They're also incapacitated and their speed is 0.
Oh, really? Well, there's no trampling. There's just a bunch of people peeing on themselves.
Aw.
It's basically hypnotic pattern, but fear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everyone
and
is
literally
staring.
She reaches up and pulls a center of the void into the middle of this room and opens a window to the void, and everyone that can see it, which is why you smile.
Oh, I smiled with my eyes closed.
Well, let's go.
And
If I can, grab him by the collar and just push him.
Yeah, because he's frozen in fear, and he's like,
Alright, so
She
you just
will
make
walk
a
up-
attack.
She will walk up and smack him across the face. For multiple
Zendak, at the moment, you are in front of the cash booth. And,
I've gotten the exchange done, correct?
yeah, but here's the thing. The cashier is also frozen in fear.
But they've already given me the money.
They've
Yes or
already
no?
given you the money.
Okay, I'm gone.
All right. Not trying to steal more. No, that's okay.
I mean,
Hey,
You-
there are cameras everywhere. We're trying to frame somebody. I don't need any
we can always come back for it later.
exactly.
I'm
Alright.
going to yell at Kibishet and ask, well, yell, if she's close by, I'm not. Is the ship gonna blow?
No, but we need to go now.
All right, that's all I needed to hear. If Alec
And-
Less
is
talking, more running.
going faster, I'm going to push him to go faster.
Does
Well, if you
any
take
one of
action-
you grab Loxy?
I did. The first thing I did before smiling was to grab Loxy.
All right.
Yeah, he said that. I heard him.
He's in my pocket.
All right.
I heard him.
All right, and as
You-
soon as, and it's not concentration. So.
So you rush to the Scarlet Trust.
I'm already like preparing undocking procedures and like in the pilot seat, ready to go.
As I'm making my way to the ship, are you gonna call him? Is that what you're saying, or are you busy dealing with not imminent?
What do you mean?
What?
Oh,
I was
calling the
asking
cops?
I was asking if you're calling the cops or not, because I'm gonna do it if you're busy.
Okay.
Um,
No, we did it on the way over, I thought.
yeah, we did it on. The,
Oh,
we did
y'all
it-
already did it. Okay.
Yeah, we already did it.
We
Okay.
waited
In
until we were
Lola.
out of we waited till we were out of the vault, but we did it when we were in Lola.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That was
so
the whole
on the
point.
way over, as I was flying, she called the cops.
Gotcha.
Which, for people watching, happened over the break. We discussed it. We just didn't roleplay it because I forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
there was
It happened
there was
offline.
It happened offline. There was flying casual, and then there was not so casual calling of the cops.
Oh my god.
They're
Oh my
shooting
God,
at each other.
That was shooting.
Like-
People are peeing their pants.
I don't even know what's going on here. Somebody better come quickly. Oh my God, what is that thing?
The Space Cop are coming, along with their space camera crew. Space Cop, what you gonna do?
Oh no.
Oh
Um,
yes.
Is it
Whoop, whoop.
State Live PD?
Oh
Well,
wow.
Live PD is
Oh,
like
man.
cops for the new generation.
Yeah, it's a
No.
thing.
No. It's actually since you're in space right now, and it basically is anybody that answers first and quickly. I want to say it's members of the Coalition that are coming. Coalition being the paramilitary organization. Is that it, Justin?
What? I'm
The
sorry.
Coalition, right? That's the paramilitary organization.
Yeah, that like Saint Vincent would also be good for Space Cop. Coalition would be good. Knights of the Sepulchre are Space Cop. Those are like all of the different. kinds
I
of-
figure you're not too far out from the Galactic Center for the Saint Vincent. I use the Saint Vincent on like the outer, to use Star Wars terminology, the outer rim
Mhm.
colonies mostly.
That's where they're usually hanging out.
So y'all make your way,
I rev up the engine and boom.
and you boom your way.
Doxy, just make sure you remove me from the last minute.
Loxy's already on it.
Thank you, darling.
You're aboard the Scarlet Trust with the Mithril Core.
I have one more thing to do if you don't very much mind. Where is our Volans, darling? I have a treat for you. Would you like to eat something?
Oh jeez.
What? Are you going to feed him?
What?
No, I haven't decided on that one yet.
Who's Volans?
Volans is my dragon. I've moved up in the world, darling. Sit there, shut up, and don't talk.
I'm gonna look at our new fairy friend and say, "You better listen to her. She's dangerous." Wink. Basically, I don't know if I can roll deception or intimidation on this one.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
All right. 15.
Yeah, he's just yeah, Don't kill me. I'm not.
I'm not going to kill you. I have too many questions for you. Eddard,
Yes?
don't shoot him yet, but maybe strip search him so he didn't bring any fun toys on the ship. He's not an idiot. Most
Somehow
definitely.
I pull gloves out of my pocket and just put them on TSA style.
I know how this goes.
13 investigation.
You you search, and you find only a phaser on him.
Oh, that's cute.
I only pretended. I I needed to find a way to find people.
We'll talk later. I have something I have to deal with first. It's slightly more frightening than you are.
I put my finger on his beak, I suppose.
Ooh. Thank you, Uncanny Trickster, for more loot boxes.
Yeah.
So apparently,
loot.
you guys are gonna find some more stuff in the vault than you would have found otherwise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Let me just check real quick. I think this is a gold loot box, which
Ooh.
would bring our total to 2 gold and 1 silver. Let me just check real quick. I think this is a gold loot box.
Ooh,
which
now
would
there's
bring
gonna be-
our total. Okay. Thank you. Yep. So 2 treasures of your group level -1, and then 1 of your level -2. Wait,
Awesome.
did I see another alert come in that I didn't see?
I just saw on stream the Uncanny Trickster one show up.
No, that's it. All right. So,
That's one heck of a delay.
yeah, there's a delay. Your
I think Kevichet was trying to do
Kevichet
something.
doing something. Yes, my bad.
Kevichet is striding purposely to the, pocket dimension where Volans is.
Mm-hmm.
Volans, darling, I have something for you to munch on.
Was that?
A very, very small, very annoying being that thinks he's smarter than you are.
You want me to eat the captain?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. But no, actually, I'm just going to let you have this. And she literally projects out the master AI and closes the pocket dimension and leaves the master AI in with Volans.
Simon, are you just like, yeah, we're collecting dangerous things and putting them into a pocket dimension.
She did
I'm
ask
trying to
me-
remember what the challenge rating of that dragon is, and if it stands a chance against the.
Aw.
You might have just killed the dragon.
Oh well.
We'll
if
see.
she-
I'll play them out myself and see what happens, but I figure Volans is probably gonna win.
Okay.
Okay.
You going to roleplay by yourself?
I'm gonna
Challenge
try.
rating 12.
What's
She's gonna
that?
clock-
The Mastermind AI is challenge rating 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's immune to, like, basically all conditions.
except for the one that I gave it.
Is it
That's
immune
so-
to incapacitated? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because it affected the AI, even though it would have been immune to
Yeah.
incapacitated.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but like a what is it? An adult dragons have. I'm trusting my dragon here.
Well, is it
And the
an
void.
adult dragon or it's a young dragon?
It's an
I don't
adult
know.
dragon. It's a young
Oh, it is.
dragon, sorry.
Okay.
So it's like CR8 or something.
Yeah, but I have money on the dragon, particularly if the dragon is aware of what's happening and I'm just shooting out an incapacitated AI from my. Because it's technically
it's-
still incapacitated.
If it was put into a stasis mode, then yeah. But either way, we'll talk about it later.
You'll-
Also, did you just release an AI in a ship?
No, I released the AI into the pocket dimension in the summoning circle
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
closed the door.
Okay. Good.
Justin's all like, "What did you do?"
Yeah, because it wanted
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Do I think that the AI can kill the dragon?
Even as the DM, I honestly don't know at the moment. So
Okay.
you wouldn't know either.
Then
How about
I would assume
before you-
because my two
before you-
options are either send it into the pocket dimension with the dragon and have the dragon eat it, or space the damn thing. She would
Well-
put it to the three of you.
I guess. I mean,
basing wouldn't.
we
do
can
any-
wait. We can wait
Yeah.
until.
Except maybe make it cold. No, it can't. That's the point. It can't wait. She has an hour.
Less than an
Oh.
hour. You have a half hour.
No,
Exactly.
I
So-
see. I see. Well,
Am I spacing it or giving it to the dragon? Those are the two options we got.
I mean, my suggestion was that if I'm in there with it, the dragon has a very good chance.
Because you can redo the BSOD
Yes.
at will.
No,
It's
because it hasn't
once
taken
for
Okay.
short rest.
which takes an hour.
But also, I have all these other things. Anyway, my point is that what we can do is
I'm gonna
I
go
can
check
swap
the
out.
dragon. Give me a second. keep talking. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So we have less than half an hour. So there's a time clock on this.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
We haven't taken a short rest, so any short rest abilities we've used are gone.
we don't have time to take a short rest.
Fair enough.
So
So here's the thing. What I'm gonna recommend is that, fuck.
You would know that they can possess technology.
Yeah.
so it's
So
either
I would-
spacing it or putting it in the pocket dimension with the
I would
Well,
space.
I'm all about doing the pocket dragon thing because
I mean, it doesn't have to be just us, though. It could be pocket dimension with dragon and us unloading
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. Basically, like it's incapacitated. We would all get like a surprise round on it. Could potentially take it down to almost nothing with the dragon. Then the dragon is like finish it off, or then we can finish it off with the dragon.
Okay.
Sound like a
That's
plan?
the way you want to do that. We can totally do that.
Let's smash
Um,
it. I want to destroy something.
You want to
The tier was
destroy
gonna-
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So rewind. Walter, watch him. Make sure he doesn't touch anything, doesn't do anything stupid. Hold him in place, basically. The three of you with me. We need to go talk to Volans about our other guest that needs to die rather quickly. Actually, let's go, people. And she'd take the three of them with her to the pocket dimension with the dragon.
All right, then we're gonna do this simply. Roll for initiative.
I mean, do we get a surprise round because I have to eject?
Yeah, you'll get one, but roll for initiative
Okay.
anyway, so we'll have that.
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
just
the way.
making-
Also, with us being in the pocket dimension, is it safe to assume that this thing isn't going to have technology it can possess?
The only thing it could potentially possess is a Wizmo. Or whatever technology you guys have on yourselves.
Okay,
Well, it has to possess a construct.
Oh, it has to possess a construct.
It can inhibit technology like a data pad
Mhm.
or an arcane terminal, and it'll gain control over that device.
And I have all my gadgets, but are those considered things it can possess?
No,
well,
it can't possess it. It can basically take control of one of your gadgets and use it as if it was you.
Got it.
But it cannot possess it. It cannot run away by... if one of you was a construct, then that would have changed.
but
Like
it
a
would-
effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it could inhabit. It could probably also inhabit a certain impact suit.
Oh,
but he doesn't
You
have
know,
his suit on.
go. He's gone like retro.
But yeah, I mean, as long as so it can jump into any tech, or it can possess a construct. It's immune to damage in either situation until it's ejected through something like an antivirus, or it's destroyed. The device.
So what are we
Antivirus.
hoping-
These-
what are we hoping-
you're-
which one are we hoping got the nat 20 on initiative? The dragon or the master AI?
Oh, the dragon, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably roll my initiative. That would be
Yep.
a good thing to
Be
do.
stellar.
Yeah. Boop.
So right now, you all have a surprise round. As you eject Tyr from your medallion, Tyr is all disconcerted, doesn't really know what's happening. You can each react once before we go into initiative.
Cool. Well, because it's my. All right. Do I get an action other than just
Yeah.
releasing
Yeah.
it?
You each have
Okay.
an action.
Well, she's going to go first. For a reason. Because, fuck this thing.
No, I
Fuck this
got
thing
a
so
16
hard.
though.
No, I know, but she wants to go first on the surprise round for a reason.
Oh, got you.
The surprise round is
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you have
Go for it.
advantage.
Go for it.
Yeah, for that nat 20 on a guiding bolt.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, do your damage. It's not resistant to a radiant.
She's going to cast it at 3rd level to say, fuck this piece of shit.
Pew pew, bitches.
That's a lot of dice.
That's a lot. That's 20, 30, 44 points of damage. And the
that
next
shit.
person to target it with an attack has advantage.
I already have advantage on my next attack, so someone else go.
Sorry, I'm looking at my gadgets real fast because basically,
Edod, shoot it.
yeah, sure.
I'm going to shoot it. Now the question is this: do I go meta and pull out my +1 standard carbine, which is magical, or do I go OG with my double swarm pistol?
No, she would tell you to do as much damage as possible.
All right, therefore
Also,
swarm pistol.
You literally just saw her eject something and shoot the void at it and light it up like a freaking firework. She wants this thing gone.
In that case, I will use the anti-Zendak strategy and just go automatic on my 2 swarm pistol. Meaning I do 2 attacks per attack, but both at disadvantage.
Yeah, but
And
then
if you have 2, you get a total of 6 attacks.
Yes.
except that
And
you
you
have
get what?
advantage because of guiding bolt, so it negates. So it's just 6
Uh,
regular attacks.
Does it negate
Actually,
only the
just-
first attack though?
It doesn't negate period because automatic says regardless.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well,
well,
then.
then it will still be.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be 2 OP automatic. The automatic property that is.
Mhm.
All right. May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have 6 attacks.
Yeah, roll
Correct.
them all.
1, 2, 14,
14 hits.
7.
Well, what about your 25?
No,
It's,
that's an 8.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
Therefore, it's
disadvantage. I'm sorry. Yeah. Keep going.
1, 2, 14 again.
Yeah, that's 4 attacks so far.
Eh.
All right. Then-
1, 2.
And
Both of those
those
hit.
2 attacks hit.
Why couldn't you have rolled like this when we were doing our little practice duel, man?
Well. All right.
Alright.
And of course, second wind. Not second
No,
wind.
action surge.
action
action
surge.
Thank you. So I can do this all over again.
Go ahead.
1.
That
2.
hits. I don't know why you. Those are 2
14
different
and
attacks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Right.
14
That's
hits.
what the automatic allows me to do.
No. But
No,
if you
you're-
look at your attacks, when each time you click once, it does your disadvantage. That's why you have 2 numbers.
Right.
No,
but
he's counting them.
Oh, you're counting. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
13.
Yep.
12.
12 and 14 both hit.
All right.
You don't get your full 6 because that's a bonus action for your offhand weapon.
Yeah, but it's an action
Oh.
surge.
Yeah, but
An
action surge
surge
doesn't
gives
give
you
you a
one
bonus
action.
action.
Oh yeah, so
So
it'd
that's
be
just a 12 more. Still, it's a 12 more.
Oh, I thought you give the bonus action as well. Oh, well.
It's okay. It still took a shit ton of damage. Eddie, your turn.
I mean, I'm at 20 on it.
So, quick question: is this AI in a metallic object or magic object?
It's a hard light lattice.
Yeah, so it would count as magical?
So it does count as magical?
I'd say yes.
Dang it. Well, because I was going to try to use my gadget, Molecular Destabilizer. As an action, you can activate this gadget, which looks like a blaster with a widely flared muzzle. When you do so, it disintegrates a non-living object you choose within 5 feet of it that can fit entirely within a 3-foot cube, reducing it to a
It's-
5 test.
Too big
So-
to fit in a 3-foot cube.
Okay. So never mind. I couldn't remember exactly how big it was. But I need to put that
It basically took half the room.
right. Right. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So what I'm gonna do instead is something I've not done before, which is shoot my gun.
Oh.
Oh damn.
I know.
Finally get to showcase that sweet overcharge ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna finally use it. Okay, so basically, with my technical aptitude and ingenuity, you can modify blasters to fire more intense bursts. When I hit a target with an attack from a blaster, I can deal an additional die of damage. At 5th level, I gain a second die. So, I've never done this before, so I need to figure out how to do this. Let's see, where there is my sheet. There is my item. So it's my Gnomish Repeater, which already does 2d6 force damage plus 1d6. So let's see, I do an attack like that.
And that's a
Oh,
hit.
damn.
So 2 extra die.
Oh, it didn't even do the damage. Oh shit.
Well, no,
You have to
touched
click on the word Gnomish Repeater in the chat.
Oh,
here.
boom. Okay, so there's
7.
that, and then 2d6,
more die.
right? Yeah. So 7 more damage. So
14.
14 plus 2. So
No, the
16.
2 is if you had.
No,
No,
I
no,
think
that's-
the 2
that's
counts.
additional.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
natural 1, that's why. Yeah. So there you go. So I got 16 damage, force damage.
All right. And that leaves Zendak before we go into initiative.
All right, so I'm going to take out a laser sword. I'm going to use a bonus action to mark it with exploit vulnerability, which means that if I smack this sucker with an attack, and here I'll link it in chat, I get to treat them as if they were vulnerable to such attack. So, yeah. Now I'm gonna.
Oops.
make-
I may
make
have clicked
my-
there.
How dare you? So So I do have I do have advantage because this is the first round of combat, and they are surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll smack for I guess 5 damage.
Which becomes 10.
Yeah, which becomes 10.
Yeah,
All right.
you rolled like sh-
Yeah, I did. Wait, did it add my dex like it's supposed to, or did it add?
No, it did.
Yeah, it added the 2 for your dex. You rolled a 3.
All right.
Um,
All right.
I should note that as a bonus action, I activate my force field projector. You guys see like a bloop, and basically like an aura emanates from my entire armor or my entire body.
All right. Now it's turn. And
It got the nat 20.
It got the nat
Oh,
20.
She had closed the door, by the way.
Yep. To make sure that it doesn't escape.
Yeah.
So it is going to, because this is dangerous and it doesn't like what it sees. So it's gonna angle itself to target. Since we're doing Theater of the Mind, I'll roll a d4, and that's how many people I can target with my ability. 2 people. And I will target Kebichet and Edard.
Now, my question is this. In the theater of the mind, how close to me is Skibishin?
She would probably be within at least 10 feet
Yeah,
of you.
should be close enough. Why?
If she's within 5 feet
Mhm.
of me, I have protection.
Yeah,
Can
she would
impose
be-
a disadvantage on attack roll.
Cool, but it's a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
So it's a dex saving throw for the 2 of you.
Hmm.
It's fine.
15.
Fine. A dex save?
Yeah.
16.
And the two of you fail
I
Oh.
figured.
as a lightning bolt comes out of the center of the AI, and Tyr
Not fair.
projects this bolt of lightning that just, snakes its way and hits both Edard and Kebichet in quick succession, dealing 26 points of lightning damage.
That hurt. That, seriously hurt.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm down to a little bit above half HP now.
Yeah.
I'm glad for you.
I didn't think about. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
So,
Stay behind
I'm really
me.
glad for you. Don't worry, you're
now in initiative order, we have Doxy, Kebichet, Edard, Volans, and Zendak. So Doxy, you go first.
All right. I pull out my. Now I would know what this is made of, and would I know it's any of its vulnerabilities or anything like that?
I'd say make a technology check as a bonus action. Yep. You can ask me 3 questions and I will answer them truthfully.
All right. Does it have any vulnerabilities?
It has no vulnerabilities.
Does it have immunities?
It is immune to poison, to charm, exhaustion, frighten, grappled, petrified, poison, prone, restrain, unconscious.
Okay. Does it have any resistances?
It resists acid, cold, fire, and non-magical weapons.
Okay. And then as my action, I'm going to whip out. Actually, no, it's going to be it's going to be an extension of his gauntlet. One of the devices, it's kind of his Omni tool, and it transforms into basically this arcing ray of electricity, and I'm going to tase it. And what that does, it's oh man, I wish I had it all tossed into the thing. Basically, I run up to it, I make a melee attack. Attack bonus equals my intelligence bonus plus my proficiency modifier.
So you're okay,
Yep. On a hit, the attacker takes lightning damage, and it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's gonna
So it's like shock and grasp.
Yeah,
Cool.
So,
make your attack.
I don't have this built into attack yet. I need to make that. So I need a d20 plus
Intelligence, I think.
5 plus proficiency bonus is
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
Okay, so plus 8.
You
21.
hit.
All right. So then I'm going to do 2d8 lightning damage. So 10 lightning damage, and it cannot use reactions.
All right. It won't use a reaction, but it will use a legendary action.
Oh, mother.
And it's going to attack you, Doxy. As you approach it, it's just going to discharge a similar bolt of electricity
Bring it on,
onto
bitch.
you.
Fighting fire with fire.
Doxy, do I hit you on 25? I don't know why. I'm asking.
So let's see, 16 plus 5 is
21.
22.
21.
Yeah. No.
16 plus 5 is 21.
Yeah. So yes, you do hit me.
All right. You're going to take 15 points of lightning damage.
How are you looking?
I'm looking a little rough.
Okay.
Kebichet, it's your turn.
I really don't like you. And I had to shoot this thing out of me, so it's not that far from me. So she's going to walk up to it and say, that really hurt. Let me share that with you. And I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch at it
Oh.
for a 13 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, thank God.
What? Oh, I know what it's doing. Sorry. Hold on. For 11 damage, and I have to remember how much of that I get back.
Half of it, I think.
Yeah. Let me just double check.
The real question is always rounded up or rounded down.
Yeah.
I'll round it up if it's healing.
Regain hit points equal to half the amount of. Yeah. So it's. So 6.
Yep, 6.
Thank you.
Um,
And then. She's just going to stand there.
cool. It's
because
going to
it's
use
still
another
active.
legendary action.
What?
Yeah, it can use one after everybody attacks or has a turn up to a certain maximum. So it's going to discharge static at you. Get a check.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Oh.
one.
Whew.
As I said, you'll meet the void today.
And, well, Eddard, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna go pew pew once more. All right, first 17, second attack 14,
Yes and yes.
hit and hit.
Oh, so you're doing automatic? Is that it?
Yep, this thing is going to eat bullets. 9 and 15,
9 misses.
and once more. All
They
right.
both hit. That's 18.
Yes.
12, 20, 38.
Yep.
All right. It is looking pretty rough.
I still have a bonus action.
Yeah, you still have a bonus action. Well, didn't
Second
you use it?
wave.
1, 2, 3. No, you
Yeah,
used
yeah,
your bonus action on your turn to
okay.
do your third,
To do-
My offhand attack. Yeah, my bad. Okay, cool.
which, by the way, it was really
Zap.
useful.
Yeah.
And out of the darkness of the cardboard boxes
Wizmos.
come out what? A dragon.
Can we have the Wizmos with the biogun and
No, we don't want the Wismos here right now.
No, we don't. The Wismos are not here right now. Hold
Okay.
on, darling. Would you like to come eat this?
Well, the dragon takes flight as much as it can, and Volan says, "Get to cover," and it's going to breathe on that AI creature. It's going to breathe in such a way that it doesn't target you. Just
That's
to make
great.
sure.
Thank you.
it's going to breed void.
It breeds a sort of stellar void. It looks like a supernova coming out of its mouth.
Oh, it's so pretty, darling. You really should do that more often.
Oh, I love this.
20 plus 2. That's a DC 17 dexterity check that the thing misses. So it's going to take half of that in fire damage.
So, 16.
Yeah, so it's not dead yet. And then all of this in radiant damage.
We need to be friends with that dragon, like, now.
Family is important.
And
Yeah, that's true.
that's the end of the AI after the stellar breath Volans comes back down and looks around and says, "There's nothing to eat."
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. What would you like to have some? I'll bring you a nice snack.
I want some Twinkies dipped in ice cream.
As it is a special occasion, you may have 2 Twinkies and 3 scoops of ice cream as after dinner.
Your payment sucks.
Those are not
you-
payments. Those are treats.
Those are treats.
I'm gonna go to the AI and just kick it around a little bit.
Um,
I'm gonna basically try to. What?
What happens to the hard light
dissect it?
after we kill it?
Uh,
Does it just vanish, or
Yeah,
is there anything left?
There's like hunks of metal
scan.
left.
I'm gonna scan for it. Make sure that there's nothing left,
It's
and make sure that my scanner's not been taken over by the AI.
no, there's no traces left of any intelligent AI around you.
That's right. You heard it first. Loxy's not an intelligent AI.
No, I mean aside from Loxy.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Give me
Outside.
about a minute. I'm sorry about this. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And she looks really rough. Of like there's a reason
I
vampiric flesh exists, and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on herself at third level and say, "Fuck this thing," because she has a conversation she has to go have, loudly and probably with swear words.
Well, don't worry about this. We've got it covered. I'll make sure that this is cleaned up. And Doxy's like already kind of like scavenging it for like spare parts and making sure, being very thorough.
Make a
That the
cursory investigation check, Doxy. Because I know you'll want to spend some more time with it, but right now we'll make an investigation check for something that you might uncover as you pick up the pieces. Oh yeah. Tyr is of gnomish design.
Fascinating. Zendak, come here a second.
I saunter over.
Have you seen this design before?
You're the technologist. I mean, it looks like technology, and while I am a little familiar, I mean, if I had to guess, gun to my head, maybe there's something that reminds me of.
Don't put your gun on it.
Yeah,
no.
Doxy takes his like suggestions literal and is like, if you really insist, if you want, I mean,
I know enough about technology to know that's maybe gnomish.
I would agree. Doxy collects for later perusal. For now, making sure that there's no like active parts, making sure that nothing's dormant, and trying to silently stay.
It's been destroyed. Actually, the damage from that you see on like the motherboard and other pieces is both burnt and heavily irradiated. Like the Geiger counter on your on one of your numerous gadgets is going off like crazy.
Well, I'm going to have a conversation.
You need a good cop with your bad cop routine there, Cabochette, or are you gonna be okay?
I think I'll be okay.
Just holler if you need somebody to be shot.
Oh, that's what you are there for. I do appreciate it.
As Doxy's like putting all his the scraps and stuff into like a little bubble projection, he's like, if you need me, I'll be in the lab, and
Don't forget to say hello to your sweet side.
oh dear.
She's gonna have questions for you. It'll be fun.
Who skipped the mithril core?
The what?
I
It's
do.
in my bag.
What?
Everything we took is in my bag.
Yeah, but I mean, now that you're on the ship, who has it?
It's still in my bag.
Okay.
She hasn't given it to anyone yet, and
All right, fine.
well,
you could hand it out to me.
okay, she would hand it over to you. She would hand that to you, but keep the rest of the stuff in her bag.
Fine.
Well, the rest of the stuff, for all intents and purposes, is not loaded yet. It's
Yeah,
missing
So
textures.
she's putting that bag in the med lab for right now, but she doesn't want. She has other things to deal with.
take our acquisitions to the lab.
Thank you, darling.
Which lab?
Thank you.
Which lab? Because there's actually like 3 different labs.
The tech lab?
Okay, you mean not in the engineering bay or the arcane laboratory, the other one?
Whichever one has the scanners that would be the most useful. 'Cause
Arcane
I don't
lab,
remember
Rob?
what's there.
I think right now the one that would be the most useful to you would be the workshop
Right next door.
right next door. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'll go there.
All right. And
Come along, Edward. I could use the hands.
All right. Need me to lift something up?
Possibly.
I'm gonna lift you up. There you go. Up. Big, longer legs. Goes faster.
and you cross the hallway in one less step than you would have needed.
Listen, I don't mean that I was thinking this through.
Doxy's just like dancing his legs. Is like,
Here you go.
So that being said, we know that Kebechet is going to see Alaktep, and Zendak, where will we find you?
Probably first checking news reports to see what's going on with the casino, and then after that, calling the firm to inform them of my success.
All right. So I'll go Kebechet, Zendak, and then Dogsy and Eddard. We'll do them in order like that. So Kebechet.
She'd walk back into, assuming the general area where they left Alaktep, just look at him and nod her head. This way, we have a conversation to have. Don't talk yet. And she'd pull him into her room and say, Walter, please engage all meditation protocols.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Beep, boop, boop. That's the sound effect of it disconnecting everything from your room.
What are you doing here?
It's gonna sound strange, but looking for you, actually.
Why? Aside from killing me and possibly, getting that massive amount of money that's on my head?
I didn't come for that, though the bounty is still standing.
Not surprised.
There's a problem with Amonet.
And what's the problem with Amonet?
He's not been acting himself lately, and, well, he's been strange, and he refuses to talk to Anouk or even myself and others, and it's starting to, well, people are starting to think he's falling to the dark side, if you know what I mean.
There are many things I can believe about an Amonut of House Tanis. Falling to the dark side, as you so charmingly put it, is not one of them.
That is sort of why myself and Anouk have been trying to find you.
What is she doing?
Because she loves him, and we think that you're the only, well, maybe the only person who might have an inkling of a thought as to what has happened or what is happening to him. I mean, how...
Great, so you want me to walk up to... Let me see if I understand this. Where is he?
Right now he's at the Citadel. But I'm not... we wouldn't ask you to go back to the Holy Lands. That's just... No, we haven't...
I'm
really
many
thought...
things, Alaktep, but I've never been suicidal.
Yeah, no, I get that. you should also tell your AI to get that stray cat out of the room. Stray
The
cat,
Wismos
get out
let
of the
them in
room.
all the time. I can't deal with it all the time. The cat. Well, as long as it's just the cat and not the coyote, I'm okay. And why
Look.
does a nuke think there's anything I can do about it?
Because we've run out of other options. We really don't know what his personality is changing, and he's been increasingly secluded. He doesn't take much of his responsibilities seriously.
That's a problem.
We haven't hunted down any heretics in a while, and
Really? That's the conversation you want to have with me right now?
I mean, look, it's
Awkward.
a lot. It's something that, you know, Aminat would do. And you know that. It's not normal
Yes,
for him
I'm-
to not do it. Look, he hasn't spoken to me in about 6 months.
Okay, that's slightly odd.
It's been almost just as long for Anouk.
Okay, that's even... Fine, that's slightly weird.
So we've been... Well, at first we looked to other, more holier answers. When we couldn't find any, well, I suggested that perhaps you might know a thing. And,
Do you have his medical records?
No.
Well, that would be a lot faster.
Well, we can try to get you that. I mean, I can go back home and forward them to you. By the way, it's nice to see you again, for what it's worth.
Yes, this is very pleasant. Yes, it's nice to see you too. I guess. Why are you here? Everything was fine.
There were rumors that you were in league with the firm, which would make sense given that the firm is a big organization and there's a lot of money going on and you're coming from a lot of money. So, yeah.
Not quite the reason, but sure, let's go with that.
So I found someone with ties to the firm and decided to stick by them. I used Aminat's credentials to... Well, you know, most people can't make out one Avira from another, so they've hired me. As,
You're a foot and a half shorter and entirely different coloring. I don't understand. Fine, alright.
yeah, I doctored my picture over his file. I
Not
mean,
very
who
well.
wouldn't want to have a High Inquisitor of the Holy Lands as head of security?
Anyone with half a brain.
Yeah, well, it seems like the people that associate themselves with the firm don't really have half a brain now, do they?
No,
mean-
most of them don't even have a quarter of a brain. And no, actually, I looked up. Don't worry about insulting me about that one. I don't associate with the firm.
Okay. If you say so. So,
By the way, if anyone says anything, the name. I have and always will be Lady Kebichet of House Aldahar, right, Aluktep?
you mean that's what you go by now?
Right, Aluktep?
Lady Kebichet of Yawasher. House Kandahar or something.
Aldahar. Really, it's not that hard.
So you're gonna help us?
What you're going to do is you're going to go home. You're going to make a big scene about how you discovered this medical oddity on your travels. These beings that have begun to take over those of high rank and authority, and you are a good servant of the sun above. And you're going to release any nanites that you can to target these things, and you're going to then send me any and all medical records that Aminat has. After that, I will tell you if I can help you or not.
I'm gonna do what now?
Fine, here, I'm going to send you all this. Why could you never study in school? This would have been so much easier.
No, but I mean, you want me to release nanites?
Okay, so we came across these beings. They're called apparently illithids or mind flayers or whatever. They can possess individuals by having a small parasite crawl into their cranium and then begin taking over them and slowly eating out their brain and taking on their personality and, you know, whatever. We've discovered, however, that certain nanite procedures, you can actually cause those small slug-like beings to, you know, die and possibly revive the individual that's being possessed. So that's step one. And I want to see as many, you know, as much as I have certain political and religious differences with people in charge, I don't hate everyone.
All right. I can do that.
I'm going to give you a mailing contact. It's a dead drop. Don't try and contact me. Don't try and call me. I'll leave you at a mall station.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Don't tell anyone you saw me. Anyone. Even Anouk. She'd tell her mother.
Yeah.
And the Lady of House Naken and I are not on good terms.
All right. No one's gonna hear about it. Not a soul.
Anouk, remember the last time you tried to lie to me? When you were 17 and I broke your arm?
Yeah, I still feel the soreness from time to time.
I'm much better at healing now. It's a kind of a trade.
Don't worry. Just medical anomaly, release the nanites, and then drop the file.
A lot of people should already be aware. There's this big blast going around in the news. There are a lot of medical files, medical research being released. You can point to a bunch of medical journals.
We haven't heard anything of the sort.
Fuck. And she'll, like, data burst send him all the medical journals and all the other news release journals that she has.
Alright, I'll read that on the way home.
Go home. Safe travels. I'll drop you at a Moss station. We'll get you a room.
You're not as monstrous as they make you out to be, you know?
Yeah.
Here I thought I'd have to sell my soul for Aminot.
No.
Good, because that would have been a problem.
Yeah, you don't have one. Don't just smile, it was a joke.
Smile with a beak is more like a...
That's priceless.
Alright, we'll move on to...
I was going to say at the tail end of that scene, I wanted to... 'cause I didn't know quite where you guys were ending. I wanted to come over comms and say... Captain, are we ready to space the extra cargo that we brought with us?
Oh yes, please do. If you can find a nice supernova to drop it into, it'd be very pleasant.
Okay. I will guide us to the nearest supernova.
You're kidding, right? You're not gonna kill me.
Yes.
Yes, we are totally kidding.
I'm
Gonna go over to Are we really kidding? We're not spacing him?
No, we're not spacing him at the moment. Although that could change if he's not a very good boy and keep his mouth shut.
Do I have quarters? Can I sleep somewhere?
Yes, I'll find you a very nice place. Walter, darling, could you prepare one of the guest quarters for our guest? This is Aluk Tech. He'll be staying just until we get to the next Mars station.
Well, yes, ma'am.
He is
So
a
not with the dragon then. Okay.
no,
It's really
I don't-
useful to have those comms open.
which is
I know. Like Doxy basically had the comms open as soon as he started talking.
no, he didn't. She disconnected her comms.
No. I meant like the ship rod
Oh,
comm.
yeah. Once he
Yeah,
started.
yeah,
No. We would not. I would never, ever give Aluk Tep to Volans. It might upset Volans' stomach, and we don't want that.
That's fair. He doesn't know. He doesn't really like birds. Well, no, that's not true. He likes you. So.
I
And I'm
mean,
not a bird.
I chime in. Well, you know, Volans is basically a spear of
feathers.
annihilation in the middle of its stomach, so Volans can eat literally anything, and it's just going to disappear into nothingness.
Oh, that's fascinating. I still haven't really studied Volans much.
Yes,
Maybe one
yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
meant to mention it earlier, but you know, we just got so busy with, you know, I don't even remember what it was.
Well, it was
Yeah,
important that I sent you all medical information about Volans. I know you don't have to read any of it. All right, come along, Alec Tep. Let's take you out of my hair. Fellas.
So, just because we're getting close to the end here, do you want to do your scenes before the end of the episode tonight and we go over a bit, or would you rather we keep it for next week?
We
Sure.
can keep it for next week.
The only thing that I was gonna do was I was gonna talk to chat. Talk to him because we have the master core.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just gonna send a wave to Chet at the foundry,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, Doxy!
hey Chet, how are you, sir?
I'm very good. Did you acquire the core?
We did, in fact. We won a little tournament of Twilight Senate, in fact, to get it.
Good.
It's quite
good.
fun.
Ugh. Well, you know, any means necessary, I guess.
Indeed. We'll be on our way to you as soon as we drop off some cargo.
All right. I'll get the workshop ready.
See you soon.
And
Does anyone else feel like that was a trap?
Oh, I think so too.
was that it? Was that your the scene you wanted?
Yeah, I mean that was all I was gonna do,
Okay.
just to kind of close off. Yeah.
All right. Well, we can do Zendak then, and we'll go over by about 2-3 minutes.
If you can do me at the end, I'd like to add something.
Okay. Zendak.
So first I check the news.
Yep, there's a news report. Its investigation is proceeding at the moment, so it's not. It's still opened, but there has been a call that was placed from a casino ship, the Gambler's Fallacy, and apparently there were some terrorists that took control of the ship momentarily, made off with goods or shot the crowd. They're not so sure. And then you start hearing reports of, well, it might have been orchestrated by the owner of the casino, one Barnabas Smill, and how it was actually just a big fraud thing. But the reports on that are slim for the moment and not as popular, but you can see them start to slowly take their place in the news and replace the original first story about people stealing. Hello, Kitten.
Oh, I got a kitten kisses there.
Good timing, Cat.
Yeah. So that's for that, but I mean, it happened, you know, at this point, it happened, the heist happened a few hours ago.
Yeah. So I'll forward a message to Doxy to, you know, don't use the network to the full effect, but to try and influence the story that's being told.
I'll set up a few bot farms to prod and poke here and there.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, I'm going to call the firm.
The person that answers, I think the first thing that they say as they open up communication is, "You're doing, Captain?"
So I retrieved the mithril core, left plenty of evidence to implicate the captain, and then caused the captain to make some poor betting decisions, losing him millions of credits.
Well, we are proud of you. You're doing us proud.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So while I know that the mithril core is our payment for this, I would like to think that I went quite above and beyond with not only embarrassing the casino owner, but ruining him forever. I think it sends quite a strong message not to fuck with the firm.
Indeed, indeed. What is it that you have in mind, Captain Ihel?
Maybe a bonus for the crew. They've been quite competent.
Maybe we can offer you such a bonus.
Maybe, certainly.
How about... How about you come visit us aboard the Executive?
Yeah, we can meet on the Executive and talk all about this. When would you like us to arrive?
Whenever it is convenient for you, we'll be waiting. No rush.
Sounds like a plan.
Then I guess we'll see you in person, Captain Highhill.
I'll see you then.
And they close off communications.
Alrighty. That's all I needed
Alright.
for now.
And Eddard.
Yes. After helping Doxy with whatever heavy lifting he needed me to do, I'm going to go back to my room and send an email to master_of the tower@goodoldgeocities.com. Look, you're the one who named it. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
And I'm only gonna send a line saying, "I think it's time we talk." And I'm gonna fumble to send a few times. And I'm tapping like fingers.
With one finger, like one finger of one hand.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Not
Like,
even
yeah.
two hands. It's like
Tuck,
Oh, man.
tuck, tuck,
you
tuck,
want to put a
tuck.
capital somewhere, you cap lock, press on the letter, caps lock again.
Exactly.
You've got like a mechanical keyboard, so it's like super loud.
Clack,
Clack, clack, clack,
clack.
clack. Yep. And on that cluck, that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Yeah,
the sound of a
we
mechanical-
succeeded.
Yeah. Wow. That was a long skill challenge.
Was that was fun though, man? Thanks. That was really cool.
It was fun.
Thank you.
It's what I've
Oh,
been
yes.
waiting for, like, all series.
It's a big heist, right? Yeah. We gotta find some more of those.
This
Oh,
this
don't worry.
campaign.
We'll have something.
I mean, this campaign of Dark Matter now contains 200 more heists, 200% more heists than Dragon Heist.
That's ooh, some shade was thrown.
Hey,
Your turn,
200% more is still 0.
0 times 2 still is equals 0.
Hey,
yeah.
look, I was bad at math.
No. You have to remember, when you add percentages, you're adding, you're not multiplying.
Well, we are adding, but you're adding a percentage of the base number.
Which is 0. Look, the point is, let's not get hooked on mathematics.
I mean,
We
math
had
is
fun. Yeah, we had fun.
yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Dude.
Let's just go around the table. So we'll outro ourselves. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what you have going on in your internet lives, and we'll do the same order that we did the last scenes with. So we'll start with Deirdre and then move on to Justin, Eddie, and Alex.
Hey y'all, you know me. I'm at Deirdre Donovan on Twitter, or Praxagora Thesmiophoria, as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. I had so much fun with this. This is going to be great and will not have any negative consequences for Kebachet at all. None. Absolutely none. But you can find me back here on Friday for Adventures in Castle Falkenstein as the Contessa Lucrezia Sofia Fioravanti goes to the theater and, while, trying to get information from other people, enjoys making a certain stuffy English gentle wizard a mite uncomfortable. So he gets a little wrinkle in his nose. It's a funny thing. And then we get to go on Saturday back here for some Go West Pulp Cthulhu, where I drive some fine folk mad through Four Corners, New Mexico territory in 1870. Sunday over on the Shattered Eye Sunday over on Soulbearer RPG, for Shattered Eye. Come for the Death and Dismemberment, stay for the Shattered Family Drama. And then role players on Mondays for Age of Arcana, where it's D&D and there is pie.
Glory to pie.
Glory to the pie. Or as certain people like to call it, it's a D&D sitcom. It's fun. Come stay. But check my Twitter. I always post where I'm going to be, and I cannot wait for next week.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'm the community manager over here at Mage Hand Press. We made Dark Matter. It's a whole lot of fun to play, completely and totally not biased. If you're interested in picking up a copy of it yourself, check out store.magehandpress.com and use the code WanderingDM for 15% off. And normally, you would find me at this time over on the Scrat Academy doing some wacky racers, but we took the night off, so got to have a little bit of extended fun here in Dark Matter, which I'm not going to complain about that.
Well, thanks for coming. And let's move to Eddie.
Hello. I'm Eddie Freeman. You can find me at Pixel Pirate on the Twitters. The first E is a 3. I'll post it in the Twitch chat and all that good stuff. So lately I've been trying to boost my friend's GoFundMe. He's trying to raise funds for initial capital to start building out his company called Wind Story, which is trying to essentially combat climate change and among other things, and also try to help improve the energy systems in the world. It's a pretty cool project. So yeah, go ahead and check it out, and I'll post all the socials and things like that in the chat. Other than that, I'm doing RPG stuff here and there, so you can follow me, and I'll talk about it there and on the Twitters and all that good stuff. Yep, that's it.
Cool. Thanks for coming again.
Yeah, of course.
And Alex.
Hello. You can find me on Twitter at _Gambit, and you can find me next week on Tuesday, right here.
You're not on
That's
the
it.
post zombie thing again?
It's already over.
Oh, it's over. Oh,
Yes. We survived.
my bad. Good.
Well-
Y'all-
They got to Neverwinter.
Yeah, they survived at least that part. And I still live, maybe. I don't know yet.
Well-
Tara has joined us.
Hello, other stream kitten. Thanks for coming, Alex. And thanks everyone in chat for coming and hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for donating. Thanks for participating. Thanks for the good times and the fun. I am Simon at Wandering DM. This is our channel. You can find us here on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays playing Dark Matter, D&D 5th Edition, Castle Falkenstein, and Pulp Cthulhu, respectively. And surprisingly, you can find me this week on tomorrow night, for my second appearance in May Black Roses Bloom with DM by Jonathan Fry, on Tales from the Grim, where I play Sad Father Ranger, who's just recently escaped from jail. And on Thursday afternoon, which is special because I learned about it today, at 4 p.m. EST, you can find me playing with others for charity in a Castle Ravenloft meat grinder, where we're apparently going to try to smooch Strahd or something. Playing a Castlevania-inspired meat grinder.
Is Kelly playing in that game?
I don't know. I don't know the names of everyone. I was invited earlier today, so I haven't taken the time to look at everything yet.
Because the answer is, if Kelly is playing in that game, smooching
There's gonna be
Strahd
smooching. Yeah.
is on the menu. Is on the.
But otherwise, we will leave you here for tonight. Let's just go check and see who we can raid tonight. Who do we have online? Oh, we have our good friends at Pro Restarter. Let's go and raid Josh and spread the love to Josh tonight. Raid. And we will see you again next week. Ciao, everyone.
Bye.